And what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Let me know if y'all can hear me. It's a little hot in here today. Give me a second. Um, got to set up my little fan so I'm not sitting here frying. Hopefully it's charged. Um, anyway, what's up with everybody? How's everybody doing? Thanks to those of you that are here with me today. Um, whew, yeah, a little warm. Sorry. So trying to get the fan on me. Hope that doesn't mess with the mic. But what is up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? So hopefully you guys got to see the premieres, which happened before this. So yeah, we're gonna talk a little bit about the premieres and how the planes went. I have a couple other little planes that I'll pull out and show you guys. I'm just here on the screen. I'm not going to do it through another camera or anything, but I will be here for a little bit just to talk with y'all. But in the meantime, let us look at a couple of the things that are impertinent to the channel. But take a look at my website. You all know about it. It's been up there for a few years now. But that's me. That's what I do. On top of just flying for fun, I make things for planes. I'm going to start making more accessories for regular prop planes too as well. But I still got the burners, and I'm going to have other planes, other things for other planes. I'll show you guys the Gooniac stacks again for the um, Galloping Ghost here in a minute. But take a look at my website. Take a look at all the things in the description. I don't think that it shows my store, but there is a store there, so you can get merchandise if you would like. And all that stuff is down there as well. Going to be having a sale on that stuff soon too. So anyway, take a look at that. But man, this has been a pretty action-packed weekend/week. So we're going to get right to it after I do some shout-outs to my people for showing up. So we got 14 people in the room right now. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that goodness. And make sure to hit the likes, because that puts me back on people's radars again, because I haven't really been doing a whole lot, but I will be doing more for the rest of this week. I got videos showing up because I did a little bit of flying on Saturday. But let's do some shout outs to all the people that showed up. Mr. Big Chris is here. What's up, Big Chris? Mr. Jack78 is here as well. Mr. Fred Barron, as always. Mr. Tim Houston's, Mr. Jeff from Laura, Alabama. Fred Barron, I think I already said him, but I'll say it again. Mark, how you doing, Mark? I've seen you here before, but keep on chatting and you will get a ranch. But thank you for being here, Mark. Who else? Airvex is here. What's up with you, Mike? How you doing? Craig Bevan, EQRC. And I will keep shouting out people as I see them. But thanks to all of you for being here. You could be anywhere, but you've chosen to be with me tonight. So thank you. So, as I was saying, it has been a pretty eventful weekend. And so I got to fly over the weekend, which was good. Flew on Saturday at my old stomping grounds at Baylands, which is where I got started with electric. And then not only electric, but that's also where I got started with EDFs. And I started with 50 millimeter EDFs at Baylands back in 2010, I believe. Strangely enough, I still have one of my oldest EDFs still to this day. It's going to be given away, but I do have it. So I was able to fly, and I got to fly two of my newest birds, which are the Galloping Ghost and the Lucky Gallon, and hopefully you guys were able to see that in the premieres earlier. But yeah. You're welcome, Craig. Was there JCB? Oh, JCB67's here too. So what's up, JCB? A lot of new stuff come about. A couple that really surprised me. There's another one today. If you're getting interruptions, let me know. But there was another one today, and they're all pretty good. So the first, everybody else already knows about the timber that came out, but on top of that, Hobby King has come out with some bangers over the last few days. So first thing from Hobby King was that little mini EFX racer. That's pretty badass. Then another one from Hobby King, which is one that I'm really interested in, is that new, they call it Super Tucano. So that is another huge one. And these are all things that they're revealing here at Joe Knoll. And there's another one today that came out, which was the another Twin Otter, but it's their version of it. And it looks pretty badass. It's got different noses. I guess that's pretty early, though. They're still in early production stages of that. But they had one there to fly, and it looked like it flew really good. But Hobby King is just banging them out one by one. So that's pretty cool to see from them. Super Tucano looked incredible. And that's definitely one that's going to be on my list because it's something different. It's something other than same old that we always see. P-51 or Corsair or Spitfire. It's different, totally different. And it looks really scale. It's Avios, so looking forward to that. It should be pretty cool. I'm looking to see if there's anything else that's coming out from Eflite. We won't know until tomorrow if anything's coming from them. I haven't been gotten any leaked info or anything along those lines. But so yeah, those are some new things coming out. There's a sale today from who is it? From Horizon Hobby with some of the receivers on sale, which is good. So there's just a lot of cool stuff coming out. I'm really impressed with Hobby King. Hobby King has impressed me the most of anybody in a while. I think it's probably because of their new ownership, but they have got a lot of new stuff, and I've gotten quite a few planes from them in the last year. I still have more things to assemble and Maiden. But another thing I wanted to go over too is that these things are pretty dang incredible. Both of my maiden flights this weekend were using these receivers, and I've had nothing but good luck with these receivers. This is a newer brand. I mean, it's not a newer brand, a newer model. But both of my maidens went flawless. They range checked great, no issues. So these are like $17 each now. So for small park flyers, that is definitely the way to go. You can do whatever you want. You can get something from Horizon if you like. Horizon has decent small receivers. Those little internal antenna receivers are great. Shadow Ops, good to see you. Glad you're here. Hope you're feeling better because you weren't feeling all that great last time. But yeah, so yeah, those receivers are good. I've always looked for the 8 and 9 channels, but I can never seem to catch them when they're here. But these are definitely worth the money. I have put these in all my new park flyers with very good luck. I think I've got one. This plane right here. This is my little red tail F-16. Let me look here and see what's in there. That's a lemon, but this is one of the smaller lemons. This little plane's awesome too. I flew this at Baylands. First time at Baylands, and it flew incredible, flew awesome, was impressing people as always. They have a hard time believing that this is bone stock. But yeah, this is a sweet little plane. Got that going. Let's see. I have another one here that I can show off really quick. This is one of my fastest planes. Regardless, this is one of my fastest planes. Hard to see. This would impress a lot of people too. This is a little Screamer, 50 millimeter jet. This has an XRP 4200 kV 11 blade. This thing is like between 110 and 130 miles an hour. Hard to believe, but 4S 30C 1600, and that plane is a rocket ship, and it even looks like a rocket ship. But this is another Hobby King plane. So as I said, Hobby King's been killing it. This is from, I think, last year, maybe a little bit longer, but these wings plug in, but I never take them out. But this little plane's on control, all level driver, but pretty fast. Flies on 1,000 pass. Sorry if the screen keeps going out. Let's see. No, I didn't lose it. Okay. But anyway, good little plane. So anyway, as I said, Hobby King, they're kicking butt. I'm pretty impressed with how they're doing as of late. But they had a lot of. They're basically the topic of the show today, because not only were they my planes they're planes that I flew over the weekend, but they are introducing all these new planes. So, and the week's not over yet, so they've got another 2 days, so they still have more planes that they could be debuting. So, very cool to see this happening from Hobby King. My very first electric RC airplane purchase, foamy electric airplane purchase, was from Hobby King back in 2008. So I went and looked at my account. Hobby King has never let me down. They've always been good. So anyway, that's pretty much all that's new in RC at the moment, from what I've been able to see. And there, look at what Shadow Ops is saying. Yeah, they did that with me too. There was one thing that I got that was messed up, and only one. And I talked with Stuart via chat directly, and he handled it. He sent me replacements within a matter of a couple days. So they're good people. So Lori, I see you. What's up? Thank you for being back. Jose Soriano, thank you for being here. Howdy, howdy. Let's see. CTRC Flying is here also. Second, guys, my kids are coming in. So anyway, I'll keep talking, but they're walking behind me, so I'm gonna turn the camera off. But anyway, so let's see what EQ is saying too. You said that there's buildings. I probably would if possible. There's some way to do it easily, probably. So what else? Going on. So that's it for the stuff that's new. I don't think there's. Oh no, what am I talking about? There's one more. So FMS also stepped up, and they came up with a new plane. They did an updated version of their Cessna 182. That's new. That was a big. I mean, it seems like it was going to be new old, but it's actually new. Everything about it seems to be new. It looks kind of the same as the old one, but the construction's different. The motor's different. It runs on 4S now instead of 3. Much more room for battery, better features all around. Only thing I dislike, and this is just my own gripe, is that it's foam instead of paint. But all I got to do is throw a couple coats of clear on there, and you'll be good. And that's what I'll probably do if I get one, and I probably will. I just got that Texas tail dragger, which is the Arrows Cessna 152. They call it the Bigfoot, but it's a 152. Big wheels. But so yeah. And he's right. They fixed everything in the new FMS Cessna. All the stuff that people griped about, they fixed. And it looks really good. The way the wing struts pop off, that's pretty good. If you guys haven't looked, John VHRC and both GB Linden and John VHRC, they have videos on it. John VHRC has a video of it flying from the grass, and it has zero issue flying from grass, which is pretty incredible. Yeah, that's a pretty big plane, pretty big drop, in a good way. And they did get rid of the bottom feeder, and they make the whole canopy on the front come out, but the plane still looks scale. It has windows, actual windows all the way around, So it looks pretty good. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Aircraft arts, there's new arrivals. It will be new. It is. So they've got, it actually looks really good. The landing gear was pretty impressive, the way that they did that. This is through Fair RC. I'm going to put it's going to put the link there in the description. But yeah, no, it was looks really good. Looks like it flies really well. John VHRC, he like I said, he flew one off the grass and it looked incredible. Zero issues. Didn't look like it wanted to tip over at all. It just rolled and took off. No problem. So that's another good plane. It's plastic windows, of course, but they look like actual windows instead of it being, just like stickers, like a lot of these planes have been. And yes, it would be good for an onboard platform. Super stable. And if you're flying from FPV, you wouldn't even need to use that much throttle, so it would be pretty good. Andy Cho, what's happening? Hey guys, everybody give Andy some emojis because he is a brand new dad. The baby was born, so throw some emojis out there for Mr. Andy Cho. Tell him congrats on the new baby. But let Andy know. Congrats. Give him some congrats, y'all. Andy is a new father, brand new baby. Should throw that out there for him. But yeah, the FMS plane looks pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with it. CVO, what's up? So yeah, it looks good. It's more of a it's I think it's more aerobatic now that it's 4S also. So that could be good. But that is pretty much it for the new stuff that I can think of. There's anything else out there that we've missed other than the Hobby King stuff, because Hobby King came out with a lot. So that was impressive to see all the things that they dropped last week. And as I said, there's another timber coming from Horizon Hobby, which I'm sure everybody is excited about. But new timbage on the way. Oh, this is crazy. Looks like Hobby King's actually getting FMS crawlers. Oh wow, that's a surprise. I didn't expect that. So they're getting a lot of stuff. They got X-Fly stuff now. They've got the FMS crawlers. They've got their. That's good. Good for them. Let's see if there's anything on products, anything new. No, they don't show it there yet. It's on their Facebook page. The Hobby King Facebook page, you'll see more. But yeah. So anyway. Oh, that's right. Run other plane. I think I said it. The for Hobby King in their debuts, they have another Twin Otter coming out. It's not ready yet, but it will be coming soon. And they had Stuart flying it at the Joe Nall today, and I think they did it on live too. So there's lots of stuff coming, and that's great it's great to be in the hobby right now. I don't know how much this new Tucano is going to be, but it's definitely something. It's a 1600 millimeters. So is it 1600? I remember, but it's big. And that is a good thing. So, the only bigger plane we had was the and maybe a couple other prop planes, but looks like we're getting the more from Hobby King, so that'll be cool. And yes, I agree, way too many timber remakes, but they're gonna do what makes sense to them. What's up, Max Willick? How you doing? Max, are you gonna go out there to Joe Nall too? Or you and Keon headed out there? Because I know Nate's there. I think Jack's still there with him too. But So let's see, Super Twimber Evo Evolution Night. Well, what you're missing is probably an EDF Super Timber. Anyway. Oh, okay. So you were there this past weekend. Okay, cool. Got back home today. All right, cool. Thanks for being here again, Mr. Max. But so yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now, if there are any, this is another section we always keep forgetting to do. I'm not going to go crazy long tonight either. I'm pretty much going to keep it short. I got a couple more planes I can show you guys while we're here. I could just do it from here in my computer chair. But if there's anything that y'all got questions on, now's the time to ask. If there's anything you want to ask, let me know. As far as flyovers and stuff going on with me, we did have a special flyover today. I think he's here, but the guy who usually asks isn't here. But we had a rare bird flyover, and I was able to get some good pics and video of it. It's a DC-8 that flies out of the Neil Armstrong Research Center, Flight Research Center down in Southern California. Today was its last flight, and it made a trip over here to Moffett Field to NASA Ames, because it's, a regular here, and did a couple passes. It came by and did a really low pass, really low approach. I caught that on video going right over me, and then it did a couple passes over the field, 2 passes over the field, and then left. Shadow, it ended up going up there to where you are, in Idaho. I don't know exactly what part of Idaho, but it did go up to Idaho into its final resting place. It's going to be at an airport up there. I don't know if they're going to leave it in as a museum piece or they're going to use it for training or something along those lines, but it is up there by Shadow. So let's see. Somebody else is saying, so Tim Juicens is saying, new Hobby Wing Skullwalker 8SE is pretty awesome. Living it in my mod. And I have 2 of them. After you told me about those, there's 2 that I still have yet to put in the plane, and I'm thinking about putting one in my F-15. But I have 2. I've got them right here by me. And they did look really good. And I have ways to program them. We'll get them all programmed and ready to go. And then get those in the plane. So we'll see. I probably put it in. Actually, I'm put it in 2 planes. One of them is going to go in my my Viper jet. So I'm going to go into the 15 possibly. No, actually, you know what? I put it with the camera and go in freeze. Come on, I hope I didn't lose you guys. Didn't lose me, or I just froze there for a second. But I hope that they don't let it go to crap. I think that what they said, and they might even, somebody even brought it up too, they might use it as a fireplane, depending on the condition of the airframe. I know it's an old plane, so I don't know. There you go, Shadow. Shadow, that sounds right. Was flown to some airport. And that's what the airport was? Yeah. You know, if the sound's doing that same weird thing again, but yeah. So it's gonna be it was donated. So hopefully that means that they're not going to destroy it. But from what I heard, they might use it for training people for training purposes. But we'll see. But anyway, if there's any questions, let me know. If not, I'm just gonna grab a couple planes and show them off, and then we're gonna call it a night. But because I've got everything here with me today, I've got a couple more that I didn't list that I will show. But I've been working on planes. I haven't flown for months. Been too busy with other stuff. But when I did, I have been working on stuff in the meantime, and it's been good to get some stuff worked on. So it's just, I have to take a break sometimes. I've been flying a lot, that's why I had so many videos backed up, just flying so much. I'd go to fly, and I'd take out, so many planes, and I'll get 15 to 20 flights a day. So now I'm pretty much caught up on all my videos. I think I have maybe 6 or 7 videos that haven't been published from last year, but better than it's been. But I will get back to flying. I'm probably going to try to fly this weekend. I'm taking some time off for my birthday next week, so I will be flying then as well, and then possibly doing some couple more live things here. And yeah, Mark, I have video. I don't know if you pay attention to my Facebook page at all, but I have videos and pictures on my Facebook page from where that I got of the plane. Definitely, I was right below the plane when it flew over. It was probably at about 700 feet when it flew over me. That's some good video there. What's up, Mr. Slapnuts? So Shadow says, Craig, yeah, bad thing, a super expensive updating old airframes, and what caused a sad end to most of them. Yes. Now, the crazy thing is that plane is similar to what the KC-135s are. So I don't know if it's possible to. I think there's still a few DC-8s flying around, but it's was definitely a cool plane. It was pretty to see. It didn't look old when it was flying over. I'm sure that inside and outside is different, and they have limitations on flight hours and airframe and all that other stuff. But it was a great opportunity to get out there and see it. So I waited for a little while, and I was in the right place. Normally, I'd stay at home, but I decided to go up to get a slightly better vantage point. And I'm glad I did, because I was able to get a couple of the couple shots of it doing its flyovers. Because NASA Ames is there, and that's where most of the research was done. Armstrong was down in Southern California by Edwards, and then they'd fly between the two, because NASA Ames is up here, so they'd fly between Ames Research and down at Armstrong. So let me go grab a plane. I'm going to turn the camera off for a second, but I've got the couple planes here that I can show you guys. I'm going to start with one that's not on the agenda or title, but it's one that I've been working on, and I am pretty happy with how it's going. I don't necessarily care for all the construction and the way that they made it, but there's not a whole lot I can do because of the way that they did it. So this is the Zane 50 millimeter MiG-17. So I started putting this thing together. It's a cheap plane. As you can see, the paint is pretty thin, but I tried removing some of it with tape, and it is stuck. It is not coming off. So one thing I don't like is this right here, the way that the wires are hanging. But when you pull the ESC all the way through like I've done, it keeps it from getting jammed up in there. But this is a super, super simple plane, which is what I like. Just has, now this is something cool too. I think they might have, I don't know if this is something that they stole from me, but this is what I did when I had a 50 millimeter bird, because they have long controls. I have to put the control horns on here, but this is what I did with mine when I had it with my Sky Angel. I put these little wires here, this little servo. I had servo arms that I embedded in the foam to keep these wires from stretching, from bending under load, and they did this from the factory. So that's pretty cool. There's the motor in there. It's going to fly. It's, they say 3S, but I'm going to fly it on 4. Servos are there. Comes with little covers. Let's start on this side. It comes with the covers. Have to put those on. I still have to put this control the horns, like I said. But this is a good looking little plane, and it's super, super simple. I got this from Banana Hobby. from Banana Hobby, but you know, I think that other places are going to start selling it soon. We'll see. This looks like the Randy Ball airplane that's flown at air shows, but this thing's pretty cool. I don't like the floppy wires, and that's the battery strap there. But it's a good looking little plane. And this is one that I'm going to hopefully get in the air this weekend. Just have to do these last little bits, get the radio set up. And I will be using, I have it inside already, but I will be using an orange receiver in this one as well. Because like I said, I've had nothing but good luck with them. They've been really good. So I like the construction. It's pretty strong. That's really strong for a little bird. I just assembled it with hot glue, the high temp hot glue, so this is not going to go anywhere. I've had planes last for years with the hot glue when they're done right. But yeah, it's a good little bird. There's a little gun that they have on there too. It's, you know, the details, you get what you pay for, so it was only about 120 bucks, but it already comes with a good power unit, so it's going to be 4S capable. It's going to scream. Fan in there, so it looks pretty good. Still haven't run it up yet, still haven't finished everything, but we're getting there. So let's go grab the next on the list, which is the Lucky Gallon. If you guys watched the premiere, you see that I had some very mixed results with the way the plane went on the first toss. It was not mixed at all. It was flat out just crap. But I recovered and got it going with no issue. It is tail heavy, and I've heard that from a lot of people, that the plane is tail heavy out of the box. And here's the Lucky Gallon. It's pretty. It's in good shape. I mean, it's made very well. I mean, look, all the foam is in great shape. Comes with those wing servo covers. This is actually removable. I'm going to get in there and add some stuff to it to add some weight, because it needs nose weight. But it's a good looking plane. Now these little parts here saved me, because on my maiden flight I went to throw it and the thing pitched up like crazy. I caught it and was able to set it back down, but when it hit the grass, these things did not get damaged. They didn't take any damage at all. They saved the wing. So like I said, Hobby King's been doing a good job with these planes. Word is a hat, but it's been really good. Gonna have to do a little bit more, add a little bit more nose weight. I used a 2200 battery, and it wasn't quite enough. Also, I glued the wing on this. It wasn't glued when I flew it, but I felt the need to glue it. It's a lot stronger now since I did. It's such a small plane. There's no need to take the gear off. I mean, take the wing off. I had issues with the canopy that day, so I put pieces of tape instead of just gluing it in place. But I think the prop could be balanced a little bit better, but the plane flew good. Didn't make a whole lot excessive noise, but I could make it buttery smooth if I took the time to balance the prop, like I did with the Galloping Ghost. But very impressed with the way that it was packaged. That's the biggest thing. Hobby King did a great job packaging this thing, because there's zero damage at all. It's floating in its own little cocoon there. But it went okay. After the little botched hand launch, everything went good. So good to be back in the hand launch realm of flight. There's that plane. And then we got the Galloping Ghost. The Galloping Ghost went absolutely perfect. There was a little bit of a dip on oops. A little bit of a dip on the launch. First initial hand launch, but that's to be expected on a first flight. And then just went from there without a hitch. The landing was absolutely perfect. So here is it. It's in, like I said, I did have to balance the prop, and I'm glad I did because it sounded incredible. But this thing flew amazing, much better than expected. Does fly like a Mustang. So as soon as I launched it, the first thing it did was try to turn left, uh, like they do with the Torque. But this thing flew incredible. So I have to this way. See in there. I have the Gooniac stacks were shining bright for the flight. Can really see it. I didn't really put much time into showing that on the video, but plane flew great, surprisingly fast. I think that I could probably hop this thing up a little bit, go faster, because with this 8.6 it was screaming pretty good. I see questions being said on the screen too. I'll get to that. But yeah, this thing flew really good. I had to glue the wing onto this because the screw didn't work. But the wing is glued and the plane flies incredible. Like all other P-51s I have, but this flies just like a race plane. This thing screams. I didn't really get to open it up all that much. I did a couple passes full speed, but the vertical was incredible. It just went straight up with no issue. There's that. I just took 6 batteries with me on Saturday and flew what I had, and that was it. I didn't bring a charger. I didn't do my full get up like I normally do because I wanted to get in and out and be done, and it worked out perfect. Now I've got a couple good hand launchers. And yeah, Mark, it was a good landing. Thanks for noticing. It was a pretty sweet landing. But all these little itty bitty, touches that Hobby King has done have been good, especially at the price point on this plane. Pretty happy with the results on these. But lots more to come. So somebody was asking about the F-14. No, I have not flown it yet. I'm not rushing it. I haven't been out to the field that I normally go fly to just because I've been too busy with other stuff. But I should within the next couple days. Craig Bevan, this is a 4S 2200. This one needed no weight. It flew perfect out of the box. The Lucky Gallon is going to need some help. So I need to get some, either add, I'm planning on adding some stacks to that one, but I'm also going to add, I might have to add some weight. I'd like to make it usable weight instead of just dead weight, but I am going to have to add some weight to the nose at Lucky Gallon just to be safe. I was able to get it flying and it did fly good, but I noticed that there was a lot of down trim on the elevator once I got it going. So for once, guys, I'm not talking about jets. I'm talking about some other stuff. So this thing was good, and I'm looking forward to flying it more often. And it's cool that it's got these protective plates underneath, so that if I do decide to land on less than perfect, this is all plastic. So if I ever have to plan on less than perfect landing strips, it won't tear it up. There you go. That's that. And I already showed you guys the other planes, but I have the F-86 still to Maiden, and the Bigfoot, and the FMS, the 1500 millimeter P-51. That still has yet to be Maiden as well. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. That's everything went the way that I wanted. I'll see what you guys are talking about here in the chat. No crashes over the weekend, no incidents. We had one little incident, but that was it. I was actually able to save it. Let's see. And yes, you are right. I have that plane sitting here in the living room. It is gorgeous, and it should do really well when I actually do fly the damn thing. I'm only going to fly that at the proper airport, proper airstrip. RC Pilot Will, what's up? That's who's talking. How you doing, man? No, I did not fly it yet, but that's coming. And I have that plane right here in the living room with me too. But just making sure that I've got everything together and that I'm in the right frame of mind. Like I said, I've been flying a little too much. I had been flying a lot. Sorry for my eyes, but we've dealing with pollen and other stuff. Didn't put drops in my eyes this time, but I will get to the F-14, and I'll be sure to take video, and be sure to have videos of multiple angles. So Craig Bevan, and as I said, Craig, the plane flies on 4S, and it's just a simple 4S 2200. I'm thinking about flying the 4S 3000 and the Lucky Gallon just to get some more weight up front. I don't think it's going to change the CG all that much, but it does need that little extra bit of weight. It seemed to have a little bit more punch than the Galloping Ghost. I think the Galloping Ghost probably has more top speed, but for some reason, Lucky Gallon would jump when you'd hit the throttle more. Jump more when you hit the throttle. So that could be that. So I think that's pretty much it, y'all. I have been a little busy, like I said, putting planes together, getting stuff ready to go. I've got a lot ready to go now. Matter of getting out there to fly them. We're going to have to get some stuff doing. So let me show you. Let me go grab the plane again. I actually have a battery right here behind me too. I'm gonna stop the camera for a second. I'll grab it and I'll show you. So the P-51 is what I'll show you on. Okay, so let's see. Opening my batteries. So this is the. Oh, I have to show you guys a new battery I got too. Just showed up. I ordered it from. It's Liperior. But whenever I see a high capacity battery that's a decent weight, I go for it, and that's what I did. It's a. I'll show you here in a second. So let's get this little thing open. Got the Galloping Ghost here in my hand. Open this thing up. Oops. This battery. This thing is really good. It snaps in place with authority. So this is the battery I used. It is a China Hobby Line. Flip it over. China Hobby Line 4S 55C 2200 G Plus series. G Plus series are really good. Like them a lot. So what I do with this plane, battery goes all the way forward until it bottoms out. That's it. As far as I can go forward. It balances somewhere in here. I prefer that it would balance somewhere a little further forward, but it's more like right about here. Balances. But it flew great. Once I got it going, no issues. There was no, it didn't feel pitchy. Didn't feel unstable. It just felt locked in from once I got it trimmed. Once it was trimmed, it just went. Gooniac stacks going there. But stacks going. See how they look like the individual firing order. But so the that's where the battery goes. That's where I put it. That's as far as it goes forward. And then on the other one, there's the receiver. Make sure everything's polarized, and it is. On the Lucky Gallon, there's a little bit more open room, but you can't quite get it to go as far forward as you can on the other one. So, hold on. There you go. But this one was pretty much perfect. I think I'd go a slightly larger pack if I could. I might even do like a 3000 in this one as well. But flew great on the 2200. The flight time is incredible. That's what I forgot to tell you guys. The flight time. So I flew the Lucky Gallon for 4 minutes. Granted, I wasn't really on the throttle that much, but when I landed, I had 3.95 volts per cell, and it was for 4 minutes, and flying around for 4 minutes. This plane I flew for a little over 4. Same battery, same. I have two of the same batteries, but the this plane I flew for 4 minutes. When I landed, I had 3.85 volts per cell, and I flew a little harder with this one. So I have my timer set at 4, but I probably could go 5, no problem. Um, so very good. And that's the high performance. I think this might be the high performance too. I didn't check, but I'm impressed with the plane. Plane flew really good. I hope that was what you needed to see. Um, but yeah, so it fits way down in there. This is a reasonably chunky pack too, so, and it fit right down in there. So let me go put this away, and then I'll show you the other battery that I just got. Then we're going to get going because I think right around an hour is perfect. So back. Okay. Excuse me. So there was a sale that I noticed on rcbattery.com. They had this battery. Huge. Now it's a big battery, but it's not heavy. This is 8100. So the biggest battery that I have is a 7200. And this is only a little bit heavier. This is a 35C, which is more than enough because when you do the math, what's math here? 283 amps continuous. So this is perfect for EDFs. It's going to be hard to drain this thing and make it puff or do any of that stuff because even a 100 amp draw is not going to, this thing's not even going to crack a sweat. So I just got this. I need to break it in before I put it in any of my planes, but this would work perfect in the F-15, in the Viper. I'm planning on trying it in the T-7A because I use the 7200s in there now, and they work great. This is only a little bit heavier, so it'll just give me even more flight time with that plane. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We went over a lot. It felt good to get out and fly again, and glad to hear that you like the stacks on the Bearcat. That's cool. And yeah, I'm gonna do more of the stacks. It was a little over 900. Here, I'll look at their site and I'll tell you exactly. High capacity sale. So it's called a high capacity sale. They've got some high capacity stuff. So they have a 22,000 pack, you know, a 22 amp hour pack. It's expensive. It's $250, but still they're doing a sale on stuff. So let's see where the other one is. Let me find that. So it's 8100. It was only $78.99. Actually, no, that was the expensive one. That's the one with the XT90. I got the one with the EC5, and that was $75. So that's why I got it. I mean, that's the same price as what you get a 6000 HRB for. So let's see. The weight is 930 grams. So it's a little heavy, but considering the weight of some of these other high capacity packs, it's not really all that bad. So one of the other packs that's on sale is their 6200, which I have in 3S and 4S for my 7S setup. So just to give a comparison, the 6200 is 820 grams. So it's 930. You know, it's 930. It's just a little bit more, but you're getting a lot more capacity. So tokens were. Tokens weighed. So the Sokokins, this is their newer setup. They've got new packs. That's cool. So the Sukokins are actually the 7200s are 810. So this 8100 is just a little bit more. So it's not all that much more. Totally worth it. Bargain. So anyway, that's that. That's what else is going on. Let me see what you guys are saying. I was looking at other stuff. So 930 grams. That's what it is. Which really is not that bad, especially considering how much capacity you're getting and how much of a discharge rate. Because even though this is only 35C, that's still a lot. You're never going to do 100 amps. Okay, cool. EQ, yeah, I'll send you an invoice. They're only 25 for that. It's for that. But I will be doing a lot more plane stuff. So what I'm planning on doing possibly is getting that new FMS. If that's not making it a night flyer, but I'm also going to get the FMS. I have the FMS P51. I'm going to put guns and stacks on that, but I need to get a receiver that will be able to handle that. So keep that in mind. But EQ, I'll get with you, and if you send me an email, that's probably the best. So let's see. I don't like the J10. It's just my own personal thing. I don't like the look of the J10. Out of the two, I prefer the Eurofighter. But that's just me. J10 does look cool. It does have a lot of features. I just don't care for the look of it. I want a J20. The J20 looks badass. But the Eurofighter is what I have, and I love the Eurofighter. I have no complaints with that plane at all. It's really the only thing I complain about is how far it rolls. But if you land on grass, it doesn't matter, and if you use reverse, it doesn't matter. But the Eurofighter is awesome. For 6S, I think the Eurofighter on 6S could be pretty good. I don't have any experience with the J10. I just don't care for the way the plane looks. But that doesn't mean that it's bad. It's just my own personal preference. I don't care for it. And the Eurofighter gets off the ground quick. There's quite difference between what. Can't stand the look of the Eurofighter. So canards I really don't care for. I had a connection to the Eurofighter because I had a small toy plane that I bought from the Boeing Aviation Museum when I was a kid. So that's why I've always wanted to have a Eurofighter, because I had that toy. Never been able to see one in person. Hopefully I'll get to Nellis one of these days for Red Flag so I could see one. But yeah, it is. The scoop is weird, but the plane flies incredible. And from what I've seen, the J10 does too. I just don't care for the look of the plane. But anyway, y'all, that is pretty much it. It has been a good time running my mouth. My voice is getting hoarse, but I need to go fire up the grill and cook this barbecue that I've been letting marinate for the last 6 hours. So gonna go fire up that grill and get some stuff going, but that means I'm gonna have to shut the channel down. But thanks to everybody for being here, and thanks for the continued support. And I will see you next time, and hopefully next time I'll be out at the field when I see you guys. So have a good night. I'll leave the chat up for a few minutes, but then we will go back down to shut it off. All right. And yes, as Fred Barron said, here comes his favorite music. All right, guys. Adios.